Peace, everybody. Welcome to Capital Combat. The name says it all. I'm Hakeem Branch, and Rob is going to cover this weekend's boxing action. Today, I'm going to give a very quick preview on the title fights that are headlining UFC 199 this Saturday, June 4th. In those title fights, we have the rubber match between Uriah Faber and Dominic Cruz for the bantamweight title, and then on the middleweight title, we have Luke Rockhold rematching Michael Bisping in a fight that they had a few years ago. I believe it was 2014. This is going to be Michael Bisping's first title fight after being in the UFC for a long time. So he is finally getting his shot at the gold, and I'm going to talk about that one after I talk about Faber and Cruz. Now, with these two guys, their series is split at one apiece. Uriah Faber pretty much buzzsawed Dominic Cruz when he was the WEC champ at 145. When they rematched at 135, Dominic Cruz beat him on points. Now, this is the third fight once again for the bantamweight title, and being a fan of both guys, I like both of their styles. I like both of them from what I've seen as people. Um, this should be a very interesting fight. Uh, Dominic Cruz has only fought uh, twice in the last 5 years. So, and his last fight was a title fight against TJ Dillashaw, which was a very close fight, very entertaining fight. And he probably had a little bit of rust, but he still had enough due to his championship pedigree and just will to win to take the belt back from Dillashaw, a belt that he did not lose in the octagon. He lost it due to several knee injuries. Uriah Faber, on the other hand, has been very, very active against the lower ranked fighters in the division. He unfortunately has not been able to taste UFC gold. He lost to Jose Aldo and Renan Barão. And honestly, Uriah Faber is one of the reasons that I really got into MMA. I loved watching him fight. He was an absolute ball of energy, great technique, absolute killer in the cage. But unfortunately, that was almost 10 years ago when I first started watching him. So he's gotten a bit up there in age. He has a lot of miles on the tank, miles that Cruz does not have due to his inactivity. The first fight, Uriah was able to quickly overwhelm Dominic Cruz and choke him out. In the second fight, Cruz was able to use his footwork, use his accurate striking, use his great ability to cut angles and feints and pretty much great stand up to outpoint Uriah Faber. And the fight was still close. This time, due to Faber slowing down, and like I said, he's got those miles. As much as I like him, I don't think he's going to win again. I think he's going to come up short again. Cruz this time is going to have a clearly won decision in his favor, not his favor, and retain the title and probably set up a rematch with TJ Dillashaw or whoever is next up in line for the title shot, which probably is Dillashaw because they had a close fight and we should see that one again. Next up, Bisping and Rockhold. Now, Luke Rockhold is one of the phenoms of the middleweight division. He just withstood an onslaught from Chris Weidman, was able to turn the tables and finish him. He's been looking spectacular ever since his one and only loss to Vitor Belfort a few years back due to a outstanding spinning heel kick. And He's facing Michael Bisping, who, like I said, he dominated already, and is coming off a fight on short notice. Chris Weidman, who was originally scheduled in this fight, they were going to rematch that title fight, had to pull out with a very serious neck injury. Bisping steps up on about 2 weeks' notice. He's probably not going to be in 100% fight shape. There's no probably in it. He's not going to be in 100% fight shape against someone who, when he was in 100% fight shape, he was completely dominated by. So don't expect this one to be remotely competitive, unfortunately. Bisping is coming off a win against Anderson Silva, but this is an Anderson Silva at the end of his career who badly hurt Bisping at the end of the third round of that fight. But credit to Bisping, he held on and was able to pull out the victory against a younger, fresher, confident Rockhold. Like I said, this fight will not be competitive, but it should still be entertaining because Luke Rockhold can finish you in several ways, and that's going to be the question. How does he finish Michael Bisping? They don't like each other, so he may try to punish him, or because he doesn't like him, he may try to finish him very early. We will see, but I don't see Rockhold having any problems in any area of this. He's got excellent jiu-jitsu. His ground game is good, like as far as getting positions, and his stand-up is outstanding. He has a large variety of kicks, decent punches, great footwork. So like I said, I don't see this being too competitive, but I do see it being entertaining. So that's it, guys. Hope you like this video. Make sure you share it with your friends who also are MMA fans. Check us out on Facebook, Google+, Instagram, Capital of Combat. You can hit us up at capitalcombat@gmail.com if you have any questions. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Also, don't forget, Rob is going to be covering this week's boxing action. We got Mickey Bay and Rancis Barthélemy on Friday night, and then Orlando Salido and Vargas. I want to say Francisco Vargas, but I don't believe that's correct. I'm sorry. But that should be a good fight. So we'll catch you guys in the next video, and we'll be together to recap next week and preview the Lomachenko fight. See you guys there. Peace.